Welcome or welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out some predictions for your upcoming month. We're going to be looking at career, money, love, and just general messages for you, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this reading. I've got 3 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the red Jasper. Group 2 is the Apatite. And group 3 is the tiger's eye. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. You can also find details of my Patreon where we have zodiac readings so you can find out a bit more about your month ahead, and also my personal readings if you'd like a personal month ahead reading. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you enjoy this reading, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the red Jasper. Let's see what cards you have. From the astrology reading cards, you have the 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater causal power. And the 5th house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Animal Kingdom. And from Marcel's Oracle, you have Excess. Then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have the 7 of Water, which is also called Excess. That's very interesting. The Star. The 5 of Air, which is called Fear. And Torment. This is like a very interesting and kind of rich spread. Like I feel like there is a lot going on with this double excess message, and I do feel like it's going to be quite trying at times the next month. Like I'm seeing a lot of stress for you personally. I'm seeing it being very tough at moments, and I'm feeling like you have big challenges to take on that you feel are overwhelming and like kind of bigger than you, and maybe like you don't have other people's support and you feel like it's non-stop, like absolutely headache after headache after headache and stress after stress and people not really supporting you. But I do feel like there is some like really amazing connection happening, like a romance or maybe like a friendship that's happening where it's really fun and you get to be with this person and it feels very exciting and life affirming and like life giving. But I feel like there's maybe other elements of your life where things are kind of done and you have to rid yourself of the energy of them, and you might find that really difficult. You might find that it's just a lot to manage. You might find that you're spending a lot of time with your partner or dating somebody, and it just might take you away from other things in your life. And again, I feel like the energy of maybe things piling on top of you because it's just like you have so much going on at once. Like maybe work's really busy and you and your partner are trying to go on nice dates and get-togethers, and you also have like a bunch of friends who are like arguing with you. I'm hearing like toxic friends. I do feel the energy of disappointment over something which is too much, or like too many people involved in a situation. Or just like the kind of people around you I feel like might be a bit disappointing during the next month. I feel like there is like one person who stands out like a star, and it does feel like a romantic interest. This person seems very pure and good-hearted, and the kind of person who does enrich your life through their words and their healing presence, their healing energy. And I feel like this is kind of somebody who you would find a dream come true, like a wish for fantasy kind of person. But they might make you realize other dark elements of your life. Like I feel like in comparison to how lovely this relationship is, everything else in your life is going to seem a bit doom and gloom. And you might even feel like you're toxic compared to this person because they're quite healing and they have like lovely energy. Like I feel like there's good stuff coming in, but the good stuff might make you more annoyed about the bad stuff because it's like you were used to everything being a bit less than, and finally you're getting something that's like really good and it's what you deserve. It's the kind of thing that's like aspirational and hoped for. And it just highlights the fact that other stuff is miserable. Like I feel like there's things that cause you deep misery this month where you feel like tied to it or trapped or stuck in a situation that's a bit toxic and unhealthy for you. And I do feel like it's friends, it's like the kind of people you run with or the other people in your life besides your partner or society in general or your job or your other day-to-day responsibilities and routine. And I do feel this energy of you feeling like not as good about yourself at certain moments and then very confident and happy at other moments. So anyway, I do feel like it's a bit of a mixed bag and I do feel a lot of stress for you, and I feel like career particularly is going to be quite heavy. Like we've talked a lot about love and friendships, and I feel like career is testing. It really feels like testing, and I feel like some of you feel a bit trapped by your career and it might be going very well for you. It might be a bit too much again, like too much responsibility, too much work, really overwhelming amount of work, like colleagues giving you headaches. And I do feel like you're in a career that's maybe like a dream career. It's like something that you once aspired to or that other people aspire to. Or at one point you were hoping for, but it's maybe now become something that you feel trapped by. I'm seeing financially things seem to be going okay, but you might have some more stress than you need because you're spending more than you need to be spending. Like I do feel some of you have like a really good amount of money coming in, let's just say, but you maybe spend more than you have coming in. Then others of you, I feel like you really stress about money because maybe there's not as much as you need, but you might still be spending more than you should be spending, if that makes sense. Like I'm not saying you have loads or anything. It feels like maybe what you're having is barely enough, and it's like you can't afford to spend anything more than what's absolutely essential. It's even things like maybe buying the more expensive bread at the supermarket. It's like you should get the cheaper bread, like get the cheapest thing you can to try and avoid stress, is what I'm seeing for those of you guys where your financial situation is causing you stress. I do feel like it is a stressful month, and I do feel like romance and I'm not wanting to say friendships in general. I feel like there may be like a best friend who's like a really good partner for you to like hang out with. And for most of you, I feel like it is a partner, but I feel like the general social circle you have around you might be a lot of people who are not good for you. Especially at this time, like, sorry for the message, but I feel like you may have like some haters in your circle. It's like they're not happy for you. Like you're really happy with this partner and you're having your dream job. You've landed your dream job or whatever, and it's like your friends are like constantly monitoring you and like watching you and making you feel bad. I'm hearing like people want to make you feel bad for your own happiness. And I do feel like there's maybe too many people around you and they're quite toxic energies. And some of you might be drinking too much this month, which is like an aside message. It's like there's a lot of opportunities for fun. And you might just be overindulging in things like alcohol and drugs and things like that with the devil and the 7 of cups and then the excess card. I'm just strongly feeling like it may not be suiting your mood. And if you do have a new partner, I feel like this person might be very clean living and healthy, and they might be the sort of person that only drinks water or tea and juice, and they don't drink alcohol, and they're like very spiritually aligned. So I'm seeing if this person comes into your life and you want to drink for every date, like if you're always drunk, I feel like this person might make you feel bad at one point. And it's not like they're intending to, but I feel like maybe you're a bit too drunk and they're like sober and they feel a bit of a annoyance at you for always turning up drunk or something like that. So do just be a bit careful if you're hanging out with people who are not the same as your old friends. Like you might be used to everyone drinking and everyone smoking and everyone partying and everyone swearing and stuff like that, and you might be in a different environment with different people where you have to watch your P's and Q's and watch your behavior. And I feel like for some of you that's very stressful and very difficult, and you might want to revert back to like your old environment and your old habits and your old people because you don't want to exert some pressure on yourself to like try and tame your less helpful habits. Let's just put it like that. But I feel like you do have the power to overcome any like bad influences, I want to say, or things that you're engaging with that are not good. I feel like you're going to feel that energy. Like some of you might have been spoiling yourself in certain areas, like with food or with drink or with like partying, or maybe with like sleeping with multiple people, and it feels like you have to upgrade yourself at the moment, and it's very stressful, and some of you might find that you can't meet the challenges presented to you, and then others of you, I feel like it's really worth it. It's like so amazing the opportunity where you're getting to like show the universe that you can be a better person and that you do deserve better than like what you've had. Because I do feel like you've had really bad people around you at times and had like unfortunate circumstances. And I feel like it's possible for you to get some distance from those kind of people and situations. But you might not feel the best about it at first. Like it might feel very, very difficult. And those people might want to communicate with you a lot or like try and drag you back into the situations you're trying to get away from. So yeah, that's just a little warning, but I do feel like the romance is looking amazing for you guys over the next month. It seems like there is someone really special. I don't know if you're already dating them or if they're coming in, but I am seeing like a lot of dates, like very hot dates with someone who feels like the one for you. And I do feel like it's really that sense of like something so precious. It's like the light shining on your life and it's going to illuminate all the areas where it's been like shadowy. And what I'm hearing, it's like the energy of maybe, say you're living in somewhere and it's got such a dark lighting that you can't really see like cobwebs in the corner of the room and things like that. And then all of a sudden you like replace the lights and it's really bright. And now you can see there's like spiders in the corner of your room and you have to clean it up. I hope you understand the message. But yeah, I hope that resonated with you, Group 1. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit me up if you'd like a personal or join me over on Patreon where you can see the zodiac readings for each sign for the upcoming month. We've done October recently. Sorry it's just written readings for October, but I'm going to bring back the video for November and you guys can watch the previous months if you're interested. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Apatite. Let's see what cards you have. From the astrology reading cards, you have Taurus. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy and productive, yet relaxed and slow. And the 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends and social occasions. Very nice energy already. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have protection. From Marcel's Oracle, you have mentor. Very interesting. And then from the Vision Quest Tower, you have Mother of Water, the Ace of Earth, Daughter of Earth, and Son of Water. Wow, really nice energy. It feels like a really, really productive and nurturing month. Like I feel like you guys are nurturing certain projects in your life that are very important and relationships in your life which are very important. And I do feel like there's a particular person who's like standing out as someone with this mentor card and the protection card as someone who is like very helpful for you in your life. This may be a parent, it may be a teacher, it may be your partner, it could even be your child, it could be a influencer you follow or someone who's like a tutor. Maybe someone who just does like instructional videos on YouTube or I don't know, like shows their workout routine or something. I'm just seeing someone who's like really inspiring and a kind of visionary in their field maybe, and they just inspire you to let you know that maybe you could be as good as they are one day if you keep practicing, or to give you some hints on like how to do something that you never knew how to do. Or even just to make you feel tough and make you feel like, yeah, I want to go gym too because that guy's really good at the gym and it's like making him feel better. So it'll probably make me feel better too. So it's really nice energy of you getting inspired by like the right kind of people, like motivational speakers and people who are very influential for you personally. And these could be people in your real life who are just like really good advisors or people who give you support or make you feel better about yourself when you need it. Like they just come in at the right moment to encourage you. Or it could be like celebrities or famous people who you aspire to be more like, and you're like listening to their stories of how they made it or whatever, or seeing how they do what they do and learning from their craft. I'm also hearing that you guys are getting out in nature, like into the natural world, like away from the city, away from other people, away from bother. You might take a small holiday, you might go and stay somewhere where it's a bit quiet. Or where you can take walks in the woods. I'm seeing that energy like woodlands or being by the sea and just taking walks on the beach and maybe going for a swim in the river or swim in the ocean. And even at nighttime, like maybe moonbathing for some of you guys or sunbathing. And some of you guys, I'm not sure if you work with like food production or farming or something like that, but if you do have any of those careers, it feels like a really good time for you. Like you might have a very good harvest. In general, whatever your career is, I feel like it's a very good time for you to be as productive as you can. And aim for the stars, like whatever your dream career is, I feel like with a lot of effort and hard work, you guys can make it possible, and you might find you meet the right kind of people where they're people who do the same thing as you and can again like give you tips or get you in the right circles to network with the right people, or I don't know, just like help you in some way. Like you might find some people who come together which really benefit your career or your learning of a specific subject. Sorry if you hear my stomach, I'm a bit hungry right now, guys. And I feel like food and drink, to sidestep that message, like food and drink is going to be really important for you guys at this time. It feels like maybe you guys are like extra hungry this month. I don't know if you've been trying to gain weight and finding it a bit difficult, or if you've been trying to fast and do like water cleanses and stuff, but it feels like those kind of activities will be going very well for you. Like I feel you having a healthy appetite and being able to get like the right nutrition that you need and get the right exercise that your body needs. And I'm feeling like you'll be drinking a lot of water and feeling in the flow of life. I'm hearing like I do feel the energy of you being in the right place at the right time with the right groups of friends, I'm hearing, and the network that you need. It's like you're in a group where everyone is maybe having the same purpose and on the same wavelength and going in the same direction. Like maybe you're at uni or at school and you're studying together and you and your friends are all learning the same subject. And it's like that collaborative community spirit around you, which is really helpful and like, again, nurturing for all of you guys to be able to be better at your craft and to develop your skills. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like you're healers and you're doing medicine, like studying medicine or something. And it's really important for you to be very committed to the craft that you do and take it very seriously. And I feel like you're with the kind of people where they do take it very seriously and they have like a sense of reverence for what they do. And I feel for you personally, it's like your business and your career and what you do for money. You take it really seriously and you know that you're providing something that's good. Like you take the quality very seriously and it shines through with the final product. Like other people can recognize how seriously you take it and how important it is to you. I feel like there's a lot of food for thought this month. Like people with really good advice is coming through again, and people who have been there, done that, and can like guide you on your way. Also, I feel like you might have some really good get-togethers with friends where there's like lovely food, like delicious restaurant meals is coming through. And maybe like your dream activities that you would want to do, it's coming through. Like maybe there's like a specific restaurant you've never been to. Like for some of you guys, it's like Nobu or like Sexy Fish or one of those like expensive West London restaurants, or maybe it's like an LA restaurant that you want to go to. Maybe it's like you want to shop at Whole Foods instead of whatever the cheap alternative is in the USA. And I'm feeling like for you guys, you might get that wish come true. It's like you get a bit of an increase to your bank account. Or a friend invites you out, or like a friend is going to Whole Foods and they want to buy your groceries for you, and you just like realize how much better quality that stuff is. And you have like a sense of, again, like reverence and appreciation for the experiences and the food you enjoy and the people around you. Like the relationships are really coming through as very wholesome and positive for you this month. And I feel like there's specific family members or friends or a partner who's kind of enriching your life. Whether that's with like money and material resources, food, drink, a home to stay in. Really great chat, really fun times, really good advice or their own learnings that they can pass on to you. But I'm just feeling like a strong sense of bonding between people and community spirit. And I feel like you are kind of getting in the right circles with the right kind of people where they're very grounded and very strong and very loyal. Very trustworthy, very compassionate, very serious about what they do in life. So it's very nice energy, and I do feel it's pretty much strong across the board. Like it feels like your career is going amazing. To go back to career for a bit, it does feel like you're very productive this month, and it's like you're in flow mode, especially if you have a creative project. Like it doesn't have to be your career, but something you're very passionate about that's like a creative thing. I feel like it'd be very easy for you. Like say if it's like like doing makeup or something. Like you might just get loads of ideas of new makeup looks and really feel inspired to go out and like find clients to do it on or something like that, so you can like take a portfolio. Or if you're a stylist, you might just feel really excited about like all the new fashion coming out this month and it's like really inspiring you. Or like a fashion designer, you might just feel really excited to like get drawing. So I feel really good energy for you. It's like if you're a painter, you might just feel like going out and looking at the landscape and feeling it's really beautiful and wanting to paint like picture after picture after picture. And if you are a creative artist or something, I feel like your work is money, like it's worth money. So the more inspired you are and the more serious you take it and the more productive you are, it feels like your craft will get better and better, for one thing. But also, the better and better it gets, the better and better the money and the reward is. And I do see you reaping the rewards for the work you're doing this month with regards to your career and money. And finding that new openings are coming for you, like there might be a new job opening, or maybe if you are, say, a painter, it's like you didn't realize you'll be so inspired to paint 100 pictures over the course of the next month, and then you just decide to like list them all for sale at an auction, and you get like quite a big reward for your investment. So I feel like it's very exciting energy for you. And I don't want to spoil it by saying too much more, but I do want to say if you are single, I feel like you might be coming together with someone who's very compatible for you. It's like your other half, and there's someone who's very leaning towards gentle, I would say. Like they're strong and tough and they're grounded and they kind of follow a routine with their work, like they're hardworking. They're not I wanted to say like a wimp, or I was going to use a ruder word, but I'm not going to. Just skip that for now. But they're kind of serious in themselves and they take life seriously, but in a flow way. Like they're not really strict about their routine, but they do generally like stick to the same kind of schedule. And you can rely on this person and trust them, but they're also quite loose and free and spiritual and enjoyable to be around. Like their energy is very happy and uplifting and romantic and spiritual, I'm hearing. So they're not boring, but they might be quite practical and grounded. And I feel like it's like a good influence for you, like the people around you in general. It doesn't have to be the partner or someone who's good looking who's coming in, but I just feel like the people around you are good in stabilizing influences on you. And they have good ideas and they have things that they do that are maybe like a breath of fresh air for the world. So I feel like there's a lot of appreciation for you, and you'll be having a lot of appreciation for the other people around you and the situations in your life. There's a lot of development happening. It's like growing. It seems like you're planting seeds this month, like fresh new things that you're doing for work and money, I'm hearing, or like new relationships that are really developing very nicely and growing into something which is a bit more likely to stand the test of time than you would imagine that it would be. I want to say, like, there's really great opportunities for you guys this month. And I feel like you do have to be quite tuned in to be able to access them. So the more time you can spend meditating and breathing deeply and going for walks in nature with, I want to say, like, no headphones and no other people to distract you and no social media or anything like that. Like, just go out and be by yourself and spend as much time trying to meditate as you can, because I feel like there's a lot of messages that will come to you. And you should be guided to the right situations and the right kind of groups of friends and the right people and the right career ideas for you. So amazing month for you guys, group 2. Come back and let me know how it was for you. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this reading, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. If you'd like a personal, the information will be below, and you can also find details of my Patreon and my PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. I'd be super grateful. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Tiger's Eye. Let's see what cards you have. From the astrology reading cards, you have Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. And Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Tree of Life. From Marcel's Oracle, you have Study. And then from the Vision Quest Tarot, you have Big Medicine Wheel, the Eight of Fire, the Four of Air, and the Ace of Air. I'm feeling like this is a very personally significant month for you personally. It feels like there's something coming to a close. There's quite a big deal. It's like something that you've completed that was maybe quite difficult work. It might be a course of studies for some of you. Like you might have just finished school or graduated or something like that. So congratulations if that's you. I strongly feel some of you might be starting university or school as well. So again, congratulations if that's you. But I'm strongly feeling there's a sense of like completing something and getting ready to renew and start again and start fresh. It's like a sense of you completing a chapter and being ready to start the next one. Not like necessarily finishing the whole book and starting a new book, but for some of you it might feel like more like you finished a whole book and you're starting a new book. I hope that makes sense to you. It feels like very quick progress being made this month. In all areas, like I feel like there may be a relationship that's developing very nicely and very quickly. But also career and studies and things like that, it feels like you're learning very quickly and you're very productive and managing to finish the things you start very quickly. And I feel there's a lot of new ideas coming to you this month that are things to think about for later or things to maybe study and research so that you feel a bit more knowledgeable and a bit more ready to think about doing it physically. Like it might just be ideas that you get that you're not ready to actually move forwards with, especially for work and things like that, money-making ideas. I'm seeing for you guys, it might not be as important to talk about anything like your career or your money this month because it feels like you might be taking a bit of a break. Like you might just want to take some week off work or maybe 2 weeks off work to maybe focus on other areas. Because I do feel like things are very fun for you. There might be some big parties or events, like maybe a celebration to go to, and I feel like you might have a lot of travel. Like someone might be traveling on holiday and maybe taking the whole month off work, and especially if you have just like finished uni or finished college or completed a course of studies, I feel like it might be time for you to think about what to do in the future and you might not want to rush forwards with anything. But for some of you, I do feel like there's a sense of completing something and moving straight on to the next, and you just find that you have so many ideas that you can't actually follow through with all of them, and some of them have to wait for later. I do feel for some of you are going to be very busy with something new. It feels like something new that's going very well and moving forwards very quickly. I feel like it might be new people in your life or a new business or something, but I am leading strongly towards like a new relationship, a new person who's like very attractive to you. And it feels like you're transforming through maybe the learning that you're doing within like this relationship or the new people you're speaking to or a new career or something. It's like there's new energy around you, whether it's like a new person's energy or if it's something else. It feels like you're really developing yourself as a result of that. It's like your different people around you are teaching you different things, or getting to do something new for work is teaching you something new, and it's like a very big deal for you. It feels like a useful skill that you're learning, or something that helps you bring all of your other skills together and helps you feel excited about life, helps you feel more inspired. Or I do see the sense of you feeling like a new you. Some of you might be getting like a whole new wardrobe of clothes or changing your style in some way. And I feel like you feel better as a result. It's like you feel more like you're expressing the you that you are on the inside, on the outside to people. So it's like the impression you make on people is more authentic. I hope that makes sense to you. It's like I'm hearing someone's not identifying with like who you used to be anymore. It's like you've changed so much that you don't really want to associate with like your old self, your old habits, your old environment, your old wardrobe of clothes and things. So it's like you want to change everything because you feel fresh and you want your environment to be fresh. And some of you might even want to move very far away or travel and just like take a holiday and be in a fresh air environment for a while. Some of you might be going to visit family somewhere different. And again, I'm feeling like this taking a pause on life, because it feels like life's very busy maybe at the start of the month, and then towards the end you can get a little break and find things start to move forwards again nicely. But it feels like during your downtime you might want to get some fresh air and go out and be in nature. And taking like the sun shining and the sea breeze and things like that, it feels like that would be very important for you personally. I feel like you're doing amazingly in yourself. Like, I don't even want to talk about external stuff so much for this group because I feel like a lot of the development and the changes are very internal. And it's a sense of you maybe thinking about what you want to do to grow and develop externally as a result of like how different you feel. And I am seeing it's very powerful. Like, you feel confident, you feel like you're in the right place, you feel like you have the right ideas and you're learning the right information and you're on the right path. And you feel interested in life, you feel interested in learning about people and things. I'm seeing there's like a lot of messages and communication. This might be online. You might find your social media is blowing up this month, or just like a business you're running is doing very well, or you might just be very busy at work. You might be very popular. There might be a lot of parties happening or a lot of social get-togethers, a lot of celebrations. I'm seeing strong sense of like partying and drinking, going to nice restaurants or going on dates or something like that. It's like very fun energy. And again, you might be away from home, traveling very far away and finding yourself at ease and at peace and able to just take time out to reflect on things. I do see family might be very important for somebody, and you might again like have to visit family far away. And they might notice how different you are. They might remark that you seem really different. Like maybe you seem more confident, or you seem like you look different, like you've changed, maybe just because you've changed your wardrobe and it's like they look at you differently because you're dressing differently. I feel like for someone it's like you might want to wear a suit, like you want to get like some tailored clothes or something like that, like maybe makeup. For some of you it's like you want to focus on small details to make sure you're looking like dapper. I'm hearing like dapper for somebody. It's like you want to look smart and put together. Maybe you have like a big job interview or a kind of stage moment where you need to dress to impress. I'm hearing someone has stage fright, but you're like talking yourself out of it and you're convincing yourself that you're good and you're going to be doing a good job. And it's like you need to take time to de-stress and relax before your big moment. Like you have to do some deep breathing and meditation. That's really recommended this month, just like breathing deeply and meditating and getting out into environments where maybe you feel like comfortable but a bit stretched. Like I'm hearing the library for someone, it's like you're really comfortable and it's relaxed and it's quiet. But there's all sorts of books to read that will like stretch your imagination. Or maybe it's like going for a walk somewhere where it's like uphill. So it's like a peaceful walk, but you're like a little tiny bit stretched. I hope that makes sense. This could also be going somewhere that's like a bit of a distance to get to. Like it's hard to get there, but the end result is worth it. Like maybe again somewhere a bit more peaceful with like fresher air than where you are currently. Maybe a hotter climate. You might want to go on holiday somewhere hotter. But anyway, I'm seeing this as a big month for you. It's like a lot of communication about a lot of interesting things, and I feel like some of this might be to do with relationships and some of this might be to do with career. I'm not really getting too many messages about money. Like it feels like not important for you guys. I kind of feel like you guys are already doing quite well in that area. Or maybe it's just not as important as the other things. It's like your career going well is automatically meaning that money's going well for you guys. So I don't want to say too much about that, but I do feel like relationship-wise, there might be a kind of pause or a timeout or a no contact period with someone after you maybe get to know each other very well. I'm feeling like someone gets really busy with work. Like you might be communicating a lot with someone and then they go silent. And then they communicate with you again. It's like maybe they don't speak to you for a few days. And you might worry about them a bit or worry about what's going on with the connection. But I feel like they might just be like busy doing research or busy working or maybe having other situations that they need to take care of. And I do feel like they'll communicate with you again. It's not like it's just going to stop. I don't feel like this person's ghosting you forever. It's like they're going to come back again. And I do feel like there's all sorts of different people to communicate this month and it feels very exciting. Like I feel like there may be someone who's like a flavour of the month and you might wonder if they're just the flavour of the month or if they're going to continue into your life. And I feel like it's kind of up to you because they do seem to be going a bit silent at some point and I feel like they will come back to you, but it's whether you are receptive at that point or not receptive at that point. It's kind of up to you. I feel like for most of you, there's not really anything to worry about there. But yeah, some of you have like a lot of other people interested in you, so you might decide that you need to cut a lot of people off, and maybe it's you that decides to go silent on people, and then you have to communicate like, listen, I'm seeing someone else and I don't want to see you anymore. Because you're looking really attractive to people this month, I'm seeing. So I do feel like you're giving confidence and you're giving someone who's changing and someone who's developing. And I do feel like people who haven't talked to you for ages might come out of the woodworks and like tell you you're looking good, especially if you do post on social media a lot this month, which I'm seeing some of you might be. I do see friends coming and saying, oh, you look amazing, like I haven't seen you for ages, you're looking really sexy, or you're looking good, or whatever else they might want to say to you. But yeah, really great month, group 3. I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. And leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. I make a lot of videos like this. If you like personal, check out the information below. And you can also find details of my Patreon and my PayPal for donations if you're feeling generous. I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.